like, oh, Rey's going to turn into a Sith, or this is going to happen, or this is going to happen. So welcome back to the channel, everybody, and today we're going to be talking about Star Wars and the destruction of the franchise. So if you're not into Star Wars, you're not into all of that stuff, then you might want to turn this video off now, because we're going to have a little bit of a rant on what's going on in the world of Star Wars. So as you can see by my helmet, I am a great big Star Wars fan. I've got my TIE Fighter emblems on the top of my helmet. I saw the original Star Wars when it came out, before they renamed it, what is it, the First Hope, Last Hope, whatever it is, Star Wars 4. And went to see that with my cousin, my two aunts, and yeah, amazing, as did many people back then. So, what's happened? As you know, George Lucas, he was responsible for the first 3 films, 4, 5 and 6. Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Last Jedi. And that finished off with Luke Skywalker's character arc, starting off as a nobody, getting trained by 2 Jedi Masters-ish, and then going on to fight his father, or finding out his father was a Sith Lord, and then the redemption of him, going to get his father and bringing him back to the light side, and then killing the Emperor. End of the story. That is it. They've done it. No more Sith. Cut to 20 years later, I think it was. What was it? George Lucas. He does the prequels, doesn't he? Which, when they come out, had a bit of a fan backlash, didn't they? People didn't like them very much. I didn't like the first one, it was a bit shit, really. They killed off Darth Maul too soon, and too much CGI. I know it was the latest technology, but he put too much CGI, which kind of like killed it off, especially for the second of the prequels. What was it? Attack of the Clones, which was a good film, but yeah, too much CGI. Jango Fett in it was amazing. So, and then he did the last one of those prequels, wasn't it? Which was Return of the Sith, which was, I didn't think was too bad. The ending was good, but it was the only bit of that you could probably, you know, say was a bit shit, was the way that Anakin went from being 1 minute he was a Jedi to the next, it's like 15 minutes later he's slaughtering loads of kids. It's just like snapping fingers, he's gone from that to that, which, you know, but apart from that, I enjoyed it. So I enjoyed that. Anyway, so George got a bit of the ump on that because he got a bit of fan backlash because Jar Jar Binks and all that. It was primarily aimed at children and not at the people that saw the first 3. They should have done like they did with Harry Potter, where they just carried on doing it, and they obviously haven't, and they fucked it up. So, cut to, what was it, 2010 or wherever it was. So George Lucas sells Lucasfilms to Disney, and he sells it all for $4 billion to Disney, because they think they're onto a winner, don't they? They think they can throw the Star Wars name on anything and get it. Anyway, so you had The Force Awakens, which did really well. However, that was just, if you look into it, it's just a remake of fucking Star Wars 4. It's just Star Wars, and you got, and all the characters are just absolutely meh. So they had to bring back some of the old characters, and they missed a golden opportunity to have all 4, should say, Chewie, Han and Leia and Luke all in the same film, but they fucking blew it. J.J. Abrams blew it, and he just remade basically Star Wars for a new group of kids, and the kids are not fucking interested in it. Anyway, so he did that. Then cut to, actually, let's rewind a bit actually. So they have 3 directors doing 3 films. There's no arc in this. The Kathleen Kennedy's now in charge of George Lucas films. So she's got 3 directors to direct 3 Star Wars films, and she's just let them run riot. So you've got J.J. Abrams, he's done his version of what he thinks it should be. Ryan, he's done his bit, and then there was another director who's then fucking chinned it off because they sacked her because of differences. So they're gone, and then they brought back J.J. Abrams to try and recover it. And this is where we're now, in the disaster that we're in now. So they bought out, so you had Force Awakens, paid, what was it, $2 billion or whatever it was, that's what they say anyway. Then you had, was it The Last Jedi or whatever it was called, that absolute horrific film, which was absolutely bonkers, which still made money, but not as much as Force Awakens. And then you have the Solo one that come out, which absolutely bombed and lost Disney loads of money. So all the rumours that are going about now. So it turns out that George Lucas, even though he sold the franchise to Disney, he still gets a percentage if they use any of the old characters. Now this is where all the pieces of the puzzle start falling into place. So that's why they didn't have a lot of they're killing off all of the characters. They killed off Han in fucking Force Awakens, killed him off in an absolute chinned him off shit way, killed off Luke in an even more disrespectful way, and then but they kept Leia, who unfortunately then died in real life. So now they've got none of the original characters, but they're still using the original characters and trying to bring them back, because no one's interested in these characters that they've made up. Rey, Finn, Poe, and they've all got all like one syllable, aren't they? Rey, Finn, Poe, proper noddy names for kids. But the kids ain't interested. Kids don't want to see proper kids film because they're shit, aren't they? So yeah, so it turns out that's what it was. So another rumour's now come out, another leak is because of that, J.J. Abrams was tasked with rebooting Star Wars, which is effectively what he's done with it. Now it all makes sense. What Force Awakens is a reboot. So he's took the original film and just fucking glossed it up like he did with Star Trek, and that franchise as well has been destroyed. J.J. Abrams cannot finish a franchise. He fucked up Lost, he fucked up Star Trek, no one's interested in that now, that's destroyed, and now Star Wars. So he was obviously thinking, yeah, I've done that, I've done the reboot, which worked, boom. Ryan Jackson comes along, totally destroys everything that J.J. Abrams done, character arcs and all the rest of it, and does his own thing. Destroyed it. Star Wars is dead. Han Solo comes out, bombs at the cinema. So the latest one, oh my goodness. So they still haven't released a proper trailer yet. We had Disney 23 come out and they released a trailer there, but it wasn't like a proper full-on trailer. And again, they kept referencing all the old films. They went through all the prequels and all the sequels, and then they got to their characters and no one was interested. It's absolute. It's got the new Joker film has got more views than a Star Wars film. Let that one sink in. Absolutely unheard of. Bonkers. So, and that's where we are at the minute. And now it all turns out, at the minute, they're currently at Pinewood Studios reshooting a lot of the scenes. And then it turns out they've released some leaks. And it turns out it's actually J.J. Abrams and Disney Lucasfilms that are releasing these leaks, because what they've done is they've filmed multiple endings to this film because they haven't got a story, and what they're doing is they're putting these leaks out, so they're saying like, oh, Rey's going to turn into a Sith, or this is going to happen, or this is going to happen. And what they're doing is they're looking at what the fans are responding to that, and then they're going down that arc. So we're actually writing the story for the new film. This is how ridiculous it is. This film is probably, it may or may not make $1 billion. you can't trust Disney at the minute with their figures that they're coming out with, which is a whole separate story. So yeah, it's just, and they're effectively, with all their politics and trying to put girls first and all the rest of it, they've managed to destroy Star Wars. They had the golden goose there that would have kept laying them eggs, and they could have made so much money if they just kept on the track, kept George Lucas in the frame, and made awesome films. But no, their politics and everything else got into a franchise that didn't need to be there, and it's destroyed. It's absolutely, I'm devastated, I'm gutted. But there you go. So that's my little rant. Sorry about that. So if you've got any comments, throw them in the comments box below, and I'm going to end that video there. So remember, like I always say, if you like the videos, smash the thumbs up, it helps with the algorithm. If you haven't already subscribed, smash the red subscribe button. If you are a subscriber, smash that notification bell. That way, every time I upload a video, you'll get notified. And thanks for watching. And that is Jim Diesel, out.